and being followed around by terrorists, killers, and murderers, corrupt people in law enforcement. Let me say it again. These people are killers and murderers. These people are terrorists. What they do is they keep sabotaging my car. They keep following me around for years and years and years, keep giving me ticket after ticket after ticket. They make people homeless and get people fired from their jobs. This is a court case. Socialist Workers Party versus the Attorney General. Socialist Workers Party versus the Attorney General. If you have no time to check out the court case, what you could do, go to Law and Disorder. lawanddisorder.org, April 29, 2019. Listen exactly at 23 minutes, and you see that these terrorists corrupt people in law enforcement, make people homeless by getting them evicted, and get people fired from their jobs. You can also Google Councilwoman calling cops terrorists. Google Councilwoman calling cops terrorists. So again, these terrorists, they keep sabotaging my car. They keep taking off the car covers off of my car, but they don't take the car covers off of this car here. But they take the car covers off of that car. Again, these people are terrorists. They're killers and murderers. They take the car covers off of my car, but they don't take the car covers off of this car. And this car here is not tied down. There's nothing tying it down. This is tied down here. This is tied down. That's tied down. See that? Let's come over here. This is tied down. See that? Tied down. There's nothing holding this one down. There's nothing here that's holding this one down. You see that the rope is on the floor here? There's nothing holding that one down. You see this is tight down here. This is tied down. And there's one on this side too. So the terrorists that follow me around, corrupt people in law enforcement, they keep taking off my car cover here. Again, these people are terrorists. They're killers and they're murderers. And it's not only them that's doing it. According to the court case, Socialist Workers Party versus the Attorney General. Socialist Workers Party versus the Attorney General. It's not only the terrorists, corrupt people in law enforcement, they're sending out their henchmen, their goons, their cronies, according to that court case. So, the corrupt people in law enforcement are terrorists, and so are their helpers. The helpers too are terrorists as well. The word terrorist means to terrorize, to make you afraid, to force you to do things against your will. And that's what these terrorists are. You might know Eric Reed and Colin Kaepernick protesting police brutality. Eric Reed, Colin Kaepernick protesting police brutality, can't find work, lost their job. Why? Because according to that court case, Socialist Workers Party versus the Attorney General, these terrorists get you fired from your job. Again, Socialist Workers Party versus the Attorney General. These terrorists get you fired from your job. They also make you homeless by getting you evicted. Again, these people are terrorists. They're killers and murderers. But don't take my word for it. Call me a liar. Don't take my word. See for yourself. lawanddisorder.org, April 29, 2019. Listen exactly at 23 minutes. Listen exactly at 23 minutes, and you see that these terrorists are the one that's terrorizing America. At 23 minutes, it mentions law enforcement make people homeless. How? By evictions. And it cause people to be fired from their jobs. Again, these are corrupt people in law enforcement. They make people homeless by evictions and get people fired from their jobs. So, they might also want to check out Councilwoman. Type in the search box, Councilwoman calling cops terrorists. Councilwoman calling cops terrorists. And ask yourself this question. Does she still have a job? Or did the corrupt people in law enforcement get her fired from her job according to the court case? Did the corrupt people in law enforcement get her fired from her job? This is a court case. Socialist Workers Party versus the Attorney General. Did the terrorists get the councilwoman fired from her job? Again, this is a court case. Socialist Workers Party versus the Attorney General. You might also want to Google Philando Castile. Philando Castile. According to the news, NPR News, law enforcement has stopped him about 50 times. About 50 times. So how long do you think that these terrorists were following him around? A year? 2 years? Try several years. Several years. And do you think that it was the same officer that stopped Philando Castile? The same person? You see, this is an organization of terrorists, killers and murderers. This is an organization of terrorists, killers and murderers. These are corrupt people in law enforcement. Corrupt people. We're not talking about good people in law enforcement. These are corrupt people in law enforcement. An organization of terrorists. Slashing people's tires, sabotaging people's cars. What you could do is go to democracynow.org. Democracy Now! Type in the search box, cops slashing tires. August 11, 2016. Read the 26th paragraph. 27th paragraph, again, they're calling cops terrorists. They're calling cops terrorists. And I think it's the last paragraph. I can't remember now. I think it's the last paragraph. Or second to the last paragraph. It mentions how these terrorists would sabotage people's cars. Corrupt people in law enforcement. They're running around the city sabotaging people's cars. And they also mention a person in the paragraph that been terrorized by corrupt people in law enforcement for years. Again, for years. This shows that law enforcement, they follow people around, they sabotage people's cars, they make people homeless, and they get people fired from their jobs. And those are the things that's in the news. What things are not in the news that we don't know about that these terrorists are doing? These are terrorists, these are killers, these are murderers. Now, keep in mind, the YouTube shooter, according to the news, she went down to shoot up YouTube because YouTube was blocking her videos. So ask yourself this question. Why is YouTube going to block her videos? For what reason? So, do you think that the fire department told YouTube to block her videos? What about the water company? What about the electric company? Like, who do you think told YouTube to block her videos? These people are a danger to society. These people are killers. These people are murderers. Again, these are corrupt people in law enforcement. They're killers and murderers. Don't take my word for it. Look at the news for yourself.